The Verdict. Written by James Patterson. Read by Rupert Farley. Prologue. The flowers on her dresser had started to wilt, the tightly closed blinds denying them the light they needed to thrive. The room was kept in darkness, the chandelier never lit, the heavy door firmly closed. The only light came from the television, constantly playing to itself in the corner of the room. A champagne bottle stood on the table beside her bed, a single glass left, half drunk. Tablets were scattered around the stem. Her clothes lay strewn across the floor or thrown on the chaise at the foot of her bed, cast off as she fell backwards onto her softly sprung mattress. From above the bed, her mother looked down on her, her striking face captured in oils. The painting portrayed the strength of character she had both loved and feared. Without her mother watching over her, she found she could never sleep. She laid alone, deep in a dream of happiness, oblivious to what others plan. Silently, the door was opened. Chapter 1. Sprinting across the vast, manicured Tribeca hotel lawns, Jon Roscoe wondered to himself if he was getting too old for chasing thugs. In the late dusk of a midsummer evening, he had seen security images of a man scrambling up the towering wall that surrounds the exclusive property. Immediately, he had left his office, run across the hotel's marble foyer, past the Michelin-starred restaurant, through Tribeca's London gin bar, and out of the garden room. Charging down the sweeping stone staircase that descends from the back of the magnificent building, he saw the man drop down into the immaculately tended flower beds, jump quickly to his feet, and turn towards the side entrance of the hotel. Accelerating his pace, Roscoe could see he was gaining on his prey, and as he launched into a flying rugby tackle to drag the man down, he momentarily congratulated himself for maintaining his sprint fitness. But a second later, as the man landed a surprising blow across the side of his head, knocking him off balance and giving the man time to leap back to his feet, Roscoe told himself he definitely needed to do more work on his sharpness at the gym in the coming weeks. Still berating himself for letting his opponent land a punch, Roscoe redoubled his efforts as he attempted to chase the intruder down. His pursuit continued across the lawn, directly towards the luxury hotel. Open only for the previous 3 weeks, hundreds of wealthy and influential guests were resident inside the 40 floors of exclusive accommodation, as they savoured the ultimate in fine dining and unparalleled levels of comfort and security. A brutal attack on the chairman of the luxury hotel chain prior to the opening of the London location had left Roscoe, as global head of security, on high alert, and he'd personally committed himself to taking direct charge of the running of the hotel's security for its first 6 months of operation. Seeing the man charging straight at the building, Roscoe knew he had to take him down before he could threaten the hotel's inner sanctum. Hitting his stride, gaining on the man with every step, Roscoe knew this time he wouldn't let him slip. As he ran towards the ornamental fountain, the man faltered for a split second, and Roscoe pounced. Leaping forward onto the man's back, the pair crashed down into the ice-cold water. Roscoe didn't hesitate. His ripped 6-foot frame overpowered the intruder, and he relished submerging him under the freezing water. Grabbing hold of the man's jacket collar, Roscoe dragged him back to the surface, watching him gasp frantically for air. Then he thrust him back under and held him down. Chapter 2. The intruder's arms flailed, and his skinny legs thrashed about in the fountain as Roscoe's powerful hands held a vice-like grip on the back of his neck. Increasing the pressure, pushing him down harder, Roscoe forced him under the fountain's hammering water jet. The man was unable to breathe. Unflinching, Roscoe held him firmly, knowing he would
Sample complete. Ready to continue?